Hey guys, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Acoustic Silk Show. This is episode 11. We're here with Blake, Shawn, and James Dittemore. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you guys were able to come on. First off, could you start off with telling us a little bit about yourselves? Like, tell us a little bit about your music.
You go first.
Where you guys are from.
All right. I'm James Dittemore. I play a lot of rock, some instrumental stuff, some vocal stuff. Yeah. From Chandler, Arizona. I've been doing this for about like 5 years.
Okay.
I guess.
What about you?
My name's Blake Shawn. I'm 17 years old, and I don't know if you're familiar with the term Soundcloud rapper. I'm basically one of those, and so I make rap music.
I think we're very familiar with that.
Yeah, it's been used a lot.
Exactly.
I embrace it.
Oh yeah, you should. That's the new way right now. So
Yeah.
Awesome. So how long have you been doing music, Blake?
Well, I've been doing it, like, you could say seriously since like I was 14, so for about 3 years now. But I've kind of like rapped for fun. Like, I've recorded like songs on like a flip phone, like back when I was like 9. So I've been doing it for a while, but I haven't really been serious until like 3 years ago.
Okay. Now, do you play any instruments as well? I know James does, clearly.
I used to play saxophone, and I used to play drums and guitar a little bit, but I've completely forgotten all of that at this point. Like,
yeah,
I'm not very musically talented as
Okay.
far as like instruments go.
Okay. So do you guys work together a lot? Like, what's your process like when it comes to making the music?
So most of the stuff we've worked on has been like parody music.
Well, that's like the only like real.
Yeah, like stuff we've really collaborated on. We made like,
Well, that's the most we've done.
yeah,
Like,
he made a rap song as like a joke, and then I got on it. Then we made like a whole album. It's just like it's on Spotify somewhere still.
it's really bad.
It's really intentionally
But
bad.
I do help him out with like producing stuff because I guess you could say I'm a producer, but I'm not very good at my job. I guess I don't know.
Man, you did drums at my first show.
Oh yeah, I did drums on his first gig, which was fun. But yeah, he wants me to like executive produce his next mixtape, which like I'm better. I'm getting better, I guess.
Well, you're way better at mixing.
I know.
I'm terrible at mixing.
Yes,
But
it's definitely a skill, like learning all this stuff. I know people who have been doing this stuff for years, and like they still learn stuff every day and things
Exactly.
like that. You know, it's just a process, and it takes a lot of growth and maturity to bless you.
Oh, thanks.
So James, where do you say your strength lies?
my guitar work, I would say. Like a lot of writing. I do write a lot of B songs, I guess. But like I wouldn't say like not B songs as in like good, but like I guess complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Like I write all my like songs out like on a score for like music stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and they're huge. But it's still like it's just for like 3-piece like guitar, bass, and drum stuff though. I don't know, but I guess that's what I do a lot.
And how did you guys get into music? Like, what made you inspired to actually like put something out and like make something?
I'll go first.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, my dad, he like ever since I was born, like he was all music stuff. I would say I'm brainwashed to be a musician because literally that's all I know. Like if the computer was set up facing like if the computer was facing you, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No. You would see like my whole jam room. I have like I got like 23 guitars,
Wow.
a bunch of like stuff, and like I grew up with all this stuff, and like it would be a surprise if I wouldn't become a musician because he was like a giant musician, like a giant like recording head.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Blake?
I mainly like I started taking I started really getting into music kind of like back when my parents got divorced. That was just like a coping mechanism for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of when I started it.
Okay. And do you feel like you
I just fallen in love with it.
Do you feel like you put a lot of that, like going through the divorce stuff, like into your music?
Not like at first. I'm not very good with like expressing feelings in my tracks, which I need to work on. I'm slowly getting better at that. But when I first started, I kind of just took I was trying to take like the negative energy and just put it towards like whatever music came out. Like it was more me taking away like the anger and stuff and like channeling that into like a positive thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, are there any like musicians or anything that inspire you to this day?
I would say I'm really like I'm inspired by the new rappers a lot because they do their thing and they don't care what anyone else says.
Yeah.
But I'd say like I don't know, big influences as far as like rap goes. It'd have to be Chuck D from Public Enemy, Andre 3000, Eminem definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Kendrick Lamar. Who else? I'm really inspired by Lil Wayne, actually. Like, he's one of my big inspirations. And then I'd say, like, outside of hip-hop, Led Zeppelin, for sure. Red Hot Chili Peppers, definitely. Nirvana. Neil Diamond, actually. I'm kind of inspired by Neil Diamond.
Okay.
So, I just love his music.
All right.
I haven't heard it. What about you, James? Who inspires you?
Ooh, a lot of the guitar gods. Inspiration.
Like Steve Vai?
Oh, I love Steve Vai. We share the same birthday.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
I love Steve Vai. But Eric Johnson, he really inspires me. Like, I love his work so much. And, like, he does, like, a lot of, like, instrumental and vocal stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, guitar gods. I'm getting a lot of, like, post-hardcore music. Like Dance Gavin Dance, like their weird like instrumentation. I like that. And I like progressive music. Mm-hmm. And some even jazz fusion, like really
yeah, you rave about jazz fusion.
Like Bella Fleck and the Fleckstones. Victor Wooten, such a great bass player. I could go on and on.
I hear that. That's awesome. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people they get inspired by these musicians and then they go into music like that. And exactly. I feel like it's awesome because these people are like so talented and, you look up to these people.
Yeah. It's like these people, like I see like Buckethead and I see him like shredding on the guitar and I'm like, should I keep playing? Because I could never be as good as that guy. It's like, but then that pushes me. Like, I can always get better. Like, people say, "Oh, you're a pretty good guitarist, James," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." We've seen all these other guys.
Yeah.
We've seen like Frank Zappa.
Oh yeah, legend. I mean, that's just because they play like every day for like ever. So
exactly.
That's what it takes.
And that's what I tried. But I'm just 17 though. I'm not making.
For your age, though, dude. Like, come on, just admit it. You're good for your age, dude.
I guess.
You're better than most 17-year-olds.
I guess.
Yeah, you're probably just being really humble.
He's way too humble.
Yeah.
You're way too humble.
Dude, since the guitar's right there, why don't you like play us a little something?
You looking for the guitar?
No, I'm looking for the
It's right there.
Where's the guitar? I can't see it.
Oh, you're plugging into the amp?
Yeah. Well,
I guess it kind of defeats the purpose to just play an electric guitar not plugged in.
I mean, if it's a solo hop body. This is a really crappy Yamaha amp that my friend gave me. So, and also since it's a Skype call, it's not going to sound very good.
Yeah, that's expected. One question before you start playing, though. You said you had 23 guitars. Why so many? You just collect them over time, or like do they each serve like an individual purpose?
I think it was mostly my dad's. So, but he passed away about 3 years ago, and so I kind of inherit them. And I guess they do kind of serve a purpose as like, I guess his memory, and they do all have like different sounds. Like we don't have any like duplicates or anything.
Okay.
But like I keeping them. Yes.
Awesome.
I think this was his newest one that he bought. Is the 2007 Gibson Studio Les Paul. It's a beast. It's pretty heavy, like weight wise. But yeah, so so just like play.
Yeah, just play us a little something.
With the buzzing, I don't like it.
Awesome, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
The fact that you can do that right on the spot and you don't brag,
there's buzzing on here and I don't like it. I need to fix that.
Oh my gosh, you're a perfectionist. You are.
Yeah, that was awesome. I appreciate that. But I think that's an Acoustic Silk first. Somebody performing live on the show. So
really, that's pretty cool.
You're the first ever. So I guess next questions for you, Blake, is your Death Star song. That's probably my favorite song of yours that I found, and I think that's when you said Chuck D is like someone that really inspires you. I kind of see that like hard vibe, not necessarily like lyrically, but like just that like presence you have on that song. And
I appreciate that. That's pretty.
And yeah, just your like vibe with some of your songs, and then like what you talk about with like the newer artists, like not really caring about what people sound like. Yeah, I think I definitely get that vibe from you, so that definitely makes sense why those people inspire you. But yeah, what inspired you to make the Death Star song? Are you like a huge Star Wars head or?
Well, I'm not. Okay, my dad is like really into Star Wars. I'd say I'm pretty into Star Wars. Like I'll see it like I'm gonna see the new one when it comes out on my 18th birthday.
When is that?
December 15th.
Okay.
So I'm like, I see them when they come out, and I've watched all of them, and I used to like collect Star Wars action figures when I was like younger. Mm-hmm. But I'd say my dad is like really into it compared to me, and so there was that influence, and also like the song was supposed to be about a car, and on the cover it has a black Bugatti on it, mm-hmm. but that's not really what the song's about. It's about what was it? It's a 1998 Geo Prism, which is like a really junky car.
Yeah,
it's like what we would drive around in everywhere. So that's kind of, I guess that's the inspiration for it.
Okay.
But I wanted to make the cover like visually appealing. Uh-huh. So I put like a nice car on it.
But wasn't there like the Death Star like from Star Wars on there?
I had it.
Isn't it in the inside of it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the inside of a hangar, and then the car's like parked in the hangar. I deleted them. I did like, because I make like a lot of edits and do Photoshop and stuff a lot. Mm-hmm. So I did like almost like a collage for my Instagram. Mm-hmm. So they're all like big pictures.
Yeah.
And in all of them, they had like different Star Wars characters, and it'd say how many days till the song came out, and then have like, it was like the Tempe skyline, Tempe, Arizona, and then it had like the Death Star in the skyline. So I don't know if you're thinking of that.
Yeah, I was thinking about something because I knew I saw it. I knew it wasn't a car. I knew it wasn't a Geo Prism I saw.
Oh no! It had on the cover. It's a black Bugatti.
Okay.
I couldn't find like a good picture of it to edit in there.
Okay.
And that wouldn't have looked good either.
Okay. So you mentioned you're from Arizona earlier.
Yeah.
How is it being in Arizona? And I mean, what's the music scene like there? Is it something where you would like eventually move out of Arizona to go pursue music elsewhere? I mean, like in LA or somewhere else?
Well, for you, it's probably a lot different.
It's a lot different.
But for like the hip hop scene, I don't want to sound like disrespectful, but I feel like you can only get so far in Arizona.
Right.
Because we don't necessarily have like a distinct sound. It just sounds like a lot of like the older stuff. Like it almost and I like it. It's really good, but like people who kind of try to sound like the newer artists, like you don't really have a lot of that in Arizona. So at a certain point, like I'm trying to think, like the biggest name we've had in hip hop here from Tempe would probably have to be Futuristic. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Oh, I love Futuristic. He's from Arizona, but
he's from Tempe, Arizona, but he moved out to LA.
Right. That's how I know him, because of like all the LA stuff. But that makes sense. I mean, it's not far, right? How far is LA?
6 hours.
6 hours if you're speeding.
That's not far at all.
Yeah.
All things considered. Okay. What about you, James?
You guys, it's a little different.
Well, there's even different like thing. Like there's this gig place called the Chunk Space in downtown Phoenix, and it has this really good vibe of it. We're like the whole indie scene of that's basically kind of my music of Phoenix is very do-it-yourself, and it's kind of like performing with your friends a lot. I'm not too sure about getting big, because getting big is going to like California basically.
Right.
That's but there's a good scene there.
But you can like in your scene you can have sort of like here, I think if you're a hip hop artist, you can't necessarily have like a good career if you stay here. Like you can have a good career, but I don't know if you can make a living off of it if you stay here. You can make a living off of it in your genre a little easier.
Yeah,
well, I wouldn't say easier.
The atmosphere is way different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like I don't know. I don't want to say it's like it's more about the music, because that sounds a little bit too cocky.
Well, I think it is in your genre.
Cocky.
No, not cocky. No, in your genre they care a lot more. I feel like in hip hop it's
more about getting.
It's about the endorsements. Yeah. It's about the style. It's more
indie.
It's more fashion at this point.
It's more like listening to your friend's band and like loving to death about it, basically.
Okay.
It's more about the music, but I don't want to say it, but I don't want to sound like
you'd be right. It is more about,
because I know there's many rappers that love what they're doing, like Blake.
So do you guys feel like you're gonna eventually move out of Tempe and go somewhere bigger, like LA or something? Because I know a lot of people love moving to LA just because you're around a lot of other creative people, and like the network itself. Like I've had artists on before and they talk about like just networking is way more important than, not way more, but it's just as important, maybe even a little bit more important than the actual music you're making, just because other people can, make things happen for you, get you in the right places. And obviously you're working with other creative people and hopefully more creativity will come out of that. But all that to say, do you guys feel like you'll move somewhere else to continue your career?
Well, I guess for college, I want to go to like Berkeley, College of Music in Boston.
Okay. I thought you were talking about Cal Berkeley. But
no, everyone thinks that.
Yeah. But all right. I know Berkeley.
Yeah. I guess I can learn about like networking there. But I guess for atmosphere wise, I just love Arizona very much. Like, I mean, maybe it wouldn't be I never thought about that actually. About moving out, more about networking, because I don't know.
I mean, you've got all of the labels out there. You've got, just all the creative people out there. You got actors, actresses, a lot of musicians go out there. You got all the studios out there and stuff. So,
I guess I'll be like based like in Arizona, but I can find like people. Like I'm not gonna be solely. Oh, you're not Arizona. I can't play with you.
Yeah.
Only Arizona. No, that's dumb. Like, I definitely like move like and travel, but like still be based in, I guess, Arizona. I don't know if that answers your question or not.
Yeah.
You want to go back and forth with me?
Yeah, I want to go back and forth. There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys still have like college and things change, obviously. So
yeah,
that's at least where you see now.
I mean, I'm just 17. I'm not
right.
I'm not the smartest person.
Lord knows what I was doing when I was 17, man. But yeah, I was just heading off to college at that point too. So,
exactly.
Are you guys? What are you guys? Seniors in high school or about to be seniors or?
Yeah, about to be seniors.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm actually dropped out right now. Like I'm working on my GED.
Okay.
And then I'll probably end up doing some sort of community college, but I would be a senior right now.
Okay. Dude, I like the community college route. I think that's a very underrated route. Because it's so cheap, and then a lot of people just do that for 2 years and then go to the university, 4-year university for 2 years, and then you're left with a lot less debt and you still get the same degree. But anyway, that's not what this is about. Yeah, so that's awesome. What are you guys' goals for the rest of 2017?
More shows.
Yeah. I guess for me, I'd say more shows, and then just collaborate with a lot of different people. Just like get on other people's songs, have them on my songs. Just a lot of that. Okay, so
you said more shows, so I'm assuming you guys have done shows before.
I've done one. How many have you done?
Well, like,
but
with my band.
If you count like your church and stuff.
If I count my church and school, I can't.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But my own music.
So how are you booking these shows? Like, because a lot of people find it difficult to like, put themselves out there and book a show, and a lot of people want like a certain number of SoundCloud followers before they'll even book you, and a certain amount of buzz before they even book you. So how do you guys go about doing that?
Well, how you booked your thing was there was a sign-up sheet on the website, right?
Because my first gig was at a festival at the Trunk Space, and they have this thing called the Indie 500, where like a whole bunch of local band plays, or like a whole bunch of bands basically play, and like each person gets 5 songs, and they go like nonstop until they hit like 500 songs, and that was my first gig. And I have some friends that like book gigs at the Trunk Space, and I just need like to hit them up like way more. Like they basically told me, like I talked to the people who run that place, and like they're like basically, yeah, keep annoying us and we'll book you a show.
So be relentless.
Yeah.
Okay. You have anything to add to that, Blake?
Well, for mine it was a little different. I just do it through like this website, and basically.
Which website?
It's Afton Shows. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No. Please tell.
Like, I thought it wasn't legit for a second, but then we just got our show check, so now we know it's legit.
Well, I know some bands
that do it.
That did Afton. Didn't like it very much.
I mean, it's difficult. Basically, you set up a link. You have to sell like 20 tickets beforehand, and once you do that, then you lock in your show time, and they'll give you like a certain amount of time on your contract. So it's sort of like, it's not quite a festival what we were at, because there wasn't enough acts to really call it a festival.
Yeah.
But there was
showcase.
It was like a showcase. That's what they call it.
Okay, that's cool. And how do you spell it? How do you spell it?
Afton Shows, AFTON shows.com.
And this is everywhere, not just Arizona?
I think it's like, it might just be only a West Coast thing.
Okay.
I think they're headquartered in Portland.
This is awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool thing.
Okay. Do you guys watch Planet of the Apps?
It rings a bell. I don't think
it's a brand new show from Apple Music.
I'm actually just about to get Apple Music, so I haven't been on there too much. I had like a free trial, but
okay.
I haven't been on there that much.
Well, anyway, there was this app that someone had pitched, which I think is a complete game changer. But anyway, the purpose of the app is so like people like me and you could like book an artist or like an artist, like an amateur artist like you guys, and we can have you come over or whatever. We could book you like in our house or whatever. So I'm thinking about, and this is not just for artists, this is like stand-up comedians, like anybody who's like performing. So imagine if I'm like having a party, right? Having like 15 to 20 people over, and I can book a freaking artist to come over and perform live for me and my friends. I think that'd be completely awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
Is that a free app? Because I know they have stuff online like that, but it's like all $9.99 a month. Like the artist has to pay to be part of that.
I think the way it was set up was that it's free for the artist, and then
that's cool.
Then the person hiring you pays, because essentially hiring you is just facilitating the hiring process. Yeah. Because
they have a lot. I don't know. I forget what it's called, but it's more for alternative rock and stuff. But they have a lot of websites where you pay a monthly fee, and then they'll pay you for the show, but you have to pay a monthly fee to even be on the service to get booked.
That kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah, it kind of is, or else I would have signed up for it.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah,
I feel like that's not really fair.
Yeah,
I'm not signing up.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stuff out there that kind of like preys upon new artists.
Yeah,
in a way.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know there was anything else out there. That's the first time I've ever heard of something like that. But I thought it'd be really cool, if you're having some people over, you can book like a comedian or someone to come over and do like a 20-minute show. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Or an artist. So yeah, that's good to know. So I know James probably the answer to this question, but for you, but this is more directly towards you, Blake. Like, what did your parents think about you pursuing music? Because I know a lot of people's parents are like, go get a real job. Like go to college. Like, what does your family and friends say about that?
Right now, I'm in like an interesting position. I don't know. They kind of want me to get a job, but at this point, I feel like they've just given up on that. They're just like, okay, just do your thing. But like, when I turn 18, I definitely have to go out and get a job because that's time to be serious. But like, when I first got into it, they thought I was just doing it for fun.
You should tell that one story.
What story?
With me, when you first started out. That filthy prank video.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's not really related. But I'll talk about it. So I started rapping like when I was 14, so freshman year, and this was just when I started to be friends with him because like he was a mutual friend of my best friend that I've been friends with since like second grade. And so he thought it was good. Do you really want your name out here like that? Like, do you want people to know you did that?
What?
Okay. So
I don't think it's that bad.
It's pretty bad, dude.
It's just kind of a joke.
So we were having like a sleepover or whatever at my friend's house. And was Parker there? Parker wasn't there.
Was he? I don't think he was.
So it was him and my best friend at the time. At this point, you're more than an acquaintance. We're decent friends, but we weren't like best friends at this point. So I started making rap music. I put like my first official song on SoundCloud, and literally he found this video. Do you know who Filthy Frank is?
No.
He's just like a big. He's a comedian that makes really dark humor, basically. And he had this whole video about how like if your friend becomes a SoundCloud rapper, you got to put him down, basically. Like you have to euthanize them.
Wow.
And so he had like a whole intervention.
Yeah.
He thought it was a funny joke. I was so pissed at the time. Like I was really mad at him.
It was like I saw that video and I was like, Blake.
Dang.
But I love him now.
Yeah, now you kind of appreciate my music.
Because you're good. You're way better than
I'm whatever. I've gotten better. That's all I can say.
When you were.
But that's not saying much.
What? Now you're being humble.
Yeah. I mean, that's amazing. intervention. Wow. But like, I don't see SoundCloud rapper like as a bad thing. I think,
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
like where else are you gonna put your music for other people to enjoy it? And like,
yeah. I mean, I've started distributing stuff like my mixtape I did. I put that everywhere. I put that on like Apple Music, Spotify. I think it's coming out like on Amazon for like you can buy a physical copy. So it's like it's out there.
okay.
But like,
Now,
yeah, I don't even know where the term SoundCloud rapper started from, to be honest.
I don't know either, because it's. I don't think it's necessarily like a joke or anything. Like where else?
Well, on the internet, it's become a joke. At this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. I can see that. Like, I guess for people that aren't into the music space, like this.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just like an amazing tool.
Yeah, I mean, really, like before SoundCloud, what did everyone do? Like MySpace.
Yeah.
I uploaded some stuff on MySpace, and I was like,
But then there's
how
like
does this even work?
area.
What do you mean?
Like when MySpace died.
Well, that MySpace the new MySpace is kind of nice.
Really?
Like you can put music on there, and then
No,
but it
no,
kinda,
you were always able to do it.
But yeah, the popularity of it completely died down.
Oh yeah, completely.
It was YouTube for a while, right? Those are like Justin Bieber and everyone came out of.
That is true. Yes.
Bieber came out on YouTube.
I think he did. That's how he
Usher
got noticed. Yeah, it was Usher.
Oh, I didn't know he was. I didn't know that he did that on YouTube.
And that was like what, 2006,
That's like
2005, like right in the middle of the time when
Yeah.
MySpace died before SoundCloud.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. I didn't know that. But I know there's other like artists becoming popular on YouTube too. But
Yeah, I mean YouTube's still a great tool too. I don't know how to get any more
absolutely.
subscribers on it, so I just like upload the audio of my music on there sometimes, but like I don't have enough patience for YouTube pretty much.
Oh man, it's a lot of work if you know how to if you do it like for real. It's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
Even though like the music I upload, like the videos are simple, there's a lot of back end stuff to do to like even get like 100 views on it or like more than that.
I mean, your videos are really high quality too. Like even the audio, I'll use like I forget what it's called. It's like YouTube. It's like MP3 to YouTube or something.
Oh yeah,
You just put the MP3 in there and then it goes straight to YouTube, and that's pretty much all I do. And so yeah, I mean your audio is like really good compared to some of the stuff. Like I appreciate that. I just throw it straight up there. Like yeah, YouTube's a lot of work. I probably won't get into it.
I think part of the audio is like the people that are making the songs like mix and master it really well.
Yeah. But even like you've got like visually appealing like backgrounds to it. Yeah. Mine are just like the album cover, and then it has a link on it. Like it's not.
There's definitely there's definitely methods to the madness for sure.
Yeah.
on ripping like pictures and stuff, because when I first started I didn't really know how to do it well, and then I just tried like different things, and eventually I figured out how to do it, and so I guess so you talk about your plans for 2017. What about career, like as a whole? Like what would you consider a success in your career? Like at what point is it just you want to sell 1 million records? Do you want to like be able to do it full time, make like $45,000 a year and tour the country? Like what do you see as being a success? Like
in a way, I'm like an optimist and a pessimist at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like of course I want like the ultimate goal would be like be as big as Drake or something crazy like that, but like I don't know, if I could just make a living off of it and do shows around the country, like that would be dope too. Like I'd appreciate that too. So it's really, I guess, make a living, like being able to exclusively make music is the first step. And then long-term goals are kind of just wherever it goes from there.
Yeah. What about you, James?
I would say it's probably the same thing. Just to get my music out there and like to actually live off of it.
Yeah.
Like nothing like big or anything. Like I mean, if
like live comfortably,
yeah,
like an apartment, your music pays for part. Like that's crazy if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, there's a whole bunch of starving musicians out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't care if I make it like giant, but as long as I'm okay, I guess, like financially.
Yeah.
I love, because as always, but like one of my favorite drummers, Mike Portnoy.
Oh, I love him. He was wasn't he in Steve Vai's band for a while, or was he in?
No, he was in Dream Theater.
Dream Theater. That's right. Petrucci, John Petrucci.
John Petrucci was in like G3 with Steve Vai.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because my dad bought that DVD. It was like Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, and Petrucci, right? And then who? Billy Sheehan on the bass guitar, and Mike Portnoy was there too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I love that DVD.
That's great. But one of my favorite quotes from Mike Portnoy is like, he was doing like an interview. He was like, "Did you ever have," like the interviewer said, "Did you ever have like a backup plan?" And he's like, "If I had a backup plan, I wouldn't be doing this."
That's where I'm at, to be honest.
It's like, hey, because it's usually, if you have a backup plan, you're usually gonna fall onto it.
Right. Unless you're like tunnel vision, like 100% focus on your goal.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So let me see what else I got here. And is there anybody on SoundCloud you found that you wanted to collaborate with? Do you guys? I don't know how much you guys listen to SoundCloud apart from like uploading your own music and stuff, but
I mean, I can only think, like, there's a lot of people that I'll just, like, send messages out to people. Like, I'll hear something, I'll be like, hey, let me get on your new track or whatever. You do a feature for me or something.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, as far as, like, I really, really want to collaborate with would be, like, big names, like Lil Pump or, like, Ugly God or something like that. That would be crazy.
Uh-huh.
One song.
Oh yeah, XXX
Tentacion.
Yeah.
You guys like him?
I do.
He's interesting.
You would think his music is like, you like it though. It's so weird. It's
I like
good.
it ironically.
I like it unironically.
That's funny. So you're like a big, like, I guess, trap artist. Is that what you would consider that type of rap?
I guess sort of. Like, I don't.
It's not like traditional trap, but.
Yeah, mine's like, I don't want to say, like, mine's like polite trap music, but not polite. Like, I don't talk about like guns or anything. I'm not big into rapping about drugs or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
So I get polite trap music. That's the new genre.
I don't think that's the word.
I don't rap about guns.
It just sounds like good old Christian trap music.
Yeah, my genre is just gospel music with 808 on it.
That would be hilarious.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Just like play like acoustic guitar. It's just like boom.
Wow, I'm surprised someone hasn't made that yet.
Actually, I'm sure it's either coming out there or it's on its way.
It's coming. Exactly.
You're seeing it here, folks.
Yeah.
Exactly. So last question I have, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Wow, can you believe it's been 40 minutes already?
Oh my gosh.
It actually flew by pretty quick.
Yeah.
I was like, am I going to be able to talk for this long?
It goes by so quickly, it's amazing. And that's how, like, some of them end up being like over an hour, and it's crazy. But so you guys been doing music a while. Do you have any tips for any upcoming artists? I know you guys have a decent following on SoundCloud each. And like, I mean, but still it takes a lot of effort to grow from zero. Like, it's not easy getting like 100 followers or just that on SoundCloud, or like developing a following anywhere. It's not easy by any sense of the so you guys should definitely like be proud of what you've accomplished so far. Do you guys have any tips for guys just starting out or wanting to get into music in general?
You want to go first?
You always make me go first.
I guess because I'm still okay. Don't record your first songs on a tablet and then upload it to SoundCloud. don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, all of my stuff is pretty low quality. Like I'm still on like the $100 mic I bought like 2.5 years ago. So I don't know. I guess just get someone who can mix and master your music, or just get better at it. But just don't start on the tablet. Don't do that. And then I guess I think as far as like getting followers on SoundCloud, and this is an annoying method, and I'm sure people get annoyed by this, but like go on Twitter and just start following a ton of artists until you're following like 16,000 people, and you have like, because right now I think I'm following like 15,000 people, and I've gotten up to like 15,000 followers. So I just like once a day I'll share like all my SoundCloud music like once a day, and that's a work so far. I'm sure people get really annoyed by that, but
yeah,
that's kind of my method.
What would you say, James?
Well, from my standpoint, is definitely do the music you want to do. Don't make
definitely
that whole beat yourself thing. I mean, it's pretty cheesy, but it's like it's kind of true. It's like, because you know when artists are like trying to be different people,
right? It comes through in the music.
Yeah, and
you can sense it.
Yeah, and also like keep telling your friends, because your friends like should love you.
Unless you're James.
Unless you're James. Fuck you. Blake and I have a nice relationship.
It's gotten better.
No, but yeah, keep making music too. Like never like, even if you think, oh
yeah, can I piggyback off that really quick?
Whatever.
The main thing, like, and this is mostly rappers too, like SoundCloud rappers, they'll make a song, it'll be on a tablet or a flip phone or something, they'll upload it, then they'll just get a ton of hate.
Yeah. And
then they'll just be like, okay, this isn't for me. The whole thing is like, even if your first song's terrible, just keep doing it. You have to have a mentality of like, everyone's wrong and I'm right, and that's kind of like, you don't want to have that mentality anywhere else in life, because that just gets you into trouble. But like, as far as music goes, if you want to like keep up with it, you have to like think, oh, everyone's wrong, I'm gonna get better, and just keep doing music. You just can't stop.
Because I was just gonna say the quality comes through the quantity, if that makes sense. Like doing it a lot and making a lot of songs, that's when the quality comes in, and that's the same thing with YouTube as well.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, James?
Well, like, sorry. I guess for not like non-rap wise, like if instrumentation wise, or I guess you could do it rapper wise. Practice.
Yeah.
Practice.
It's never gonna be perfect the first time. Just keep putting it out there. You might get hate for it. But just keep practicing.
Like instrument wise, like if you're learning guitar or something, like practice with like a metronome or something. Always practice, because you're not gonna get anywhere if you're gonna be like, ooh, we can play 3 chords. I mean, I guess if you're the Ramones, but
was that shots fired right there?
Yeah, to a band in the 70s.
It's like my dad's favorite band, or one of them.
They only play.
He's gonna be mad when he watches this.
From 1, 4, 5. Yeah, just each song. It's been a used joke. I don't know. I'll stop my rambling.
So you guys, where can people find you on, like, just give us your social media and your SoundCloud and stuff. Blake, you go first.
Okay, so should I just go down the list?
Just go down the list.
Okay. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are Blake Shawn Music.
Okay.
And that's the link for it. And then
that's SHAWAN. Obviously we'll put that in the description as well.
Yeah. And then SoundCloud, it's /ASAP Blake Shawn.
Okay.
And then my website, if you want anything else, like my Spotify link and everything, it's blakeshawn.weebly.com.
All right. James?
You're trying to think.
I'm trying to think. Like, you want URLs?
Just do it like he did, like soundcloud.com/ or if you don't remember, we'll just throw it in the description.
Because like, okay, so everything should be just James Dittemore. So like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube is just James Dittemore. But the URLs are funny because I was a little kid and I made dumb names.
You had Dr. Pepper or whatever.
Dr. Pepper 271. Except Pepper is spelled wrong.
Was that done intentionally?
No, it was. Like, I made it when I was 10. It was like PEPER, and I can't change the URL for like Twitter and.
So it's James Dittemore.
It's just
Long
James.
story short.
Yeah, just James.
All right. Well, we're just gonna have to. You're gonna have to send that to me afterwards, and
I'll
put it in the description box so people can just click it instead of like write this down and do it.
Dude, SoundCloud too.
Oh yeah, my SoundCloud is just James Dittemore too.
You should give the link though.
Oh.
It's like.
Okay,
we'll figure it out.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us on.
If anybody's still listening to this, you can email us at acousticsilk@gmail.com if you want to be interviewed or featured on the channel. As always, we take music submissions and photo submissions as well. So email us at acousticsilk@gmail.com. Once again, thank you to our guests, Blake, Shawn, and James Dittemore. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.